I am a born and bred Southern girl. Y'all know that. But one of the things I've never really liked to eat is pimento and cheese. And we've had this whole conversation before about what you call that dish. Where I live, I call it pimento and cheese because to me, it's pimentos, which are pimento peppers, mixed with shredded cheese and it's stirred together. Some people just say pimento cheese. Y'all let me know in your comments what y'all call it where you're from. It's always interesting to know what people call it in different parts of the world. We're gonna experiment with some pimento and cheese this morning. I've come up with a little recipe that I think I'm gonna like better, and we're just gonna go for it. So let me tell you what you're gonna need, and then we're gonna get going. We're gonna be using today, this is gonna be a white, spicy pimento and cheese. I'm gonna be using a half a block, or half of an 8-ounce block, so 4 ounces of this white, seriously sharp cheddar. I'm going to use 4 ounces of Monterey Jack. I'm going to use 4 ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to put some diced green chilies in mine. And I'm going to use some garlic powder, some mayonnaise. And instead of the regular pimento, I'm going to try these roasted red pepper strips and just put a few of those and see if I like that any better. My secret ingredient is going to be some smoked paprika. And then of course I'm going to put just a little bit of cayenne to give it a little extra kick. So we're going to start out, it is better if you can actually grate your own cheese for this. I use pre-shredded cheddar for a lot of things. But for this, it just mixes better, it's creamier, the texture's better if you grate your own. But if you're in a hurry and you don't have it, by all means, buy you some pre-shredded cheese and use it. Now we're just gonna start out using my little handy dandy grater here, and we're gonna grate this up. You also could use some pepper jack cheese for this, but I don't have that. So we're not gonna do that today. And we're gonna use our cheddar. I'm a little crowded in my work area, trying to do 2 things at one time. Okay, so we've got 4 ounces of sharp cheddar, 4 ounces of Monterey Jack, and then add you 4 ounces of your cheese of choice, whatever you want to use. I happen to have some scorpion pepper Gouda. I found that. I'm going to use about 4 ounces of that. That sounds like it's going to be spicy. I think I bought that to give to my brother and I never did use it. Never did give it to him. I am not affiliated with these graters in any way, but if you don't have one of these, you can buy them. They have all brands, all types online, and you can get you one of these. I suggest it. Now we're going to use a half of a block of cream cheese, and it doesn't even have to be really, really soft for this. Now I'm going to put about 1/4 cup of mayo. We're going to put about 1/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Don't get mixed up and get you some vanilla. That would be horrible. Now, if I had garlic salt, I would put a teaspoon of garlic salt. I don't have it, so I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And y'all know I'm going to be putting a little black pepper in mine. You can make this white pimento and cheese and make it as unspicy as you want it to be. Just don't use any hot cheese. Now I'm going to add a teaspoon of my smoked paprika. These roasted red pepper strips, they're actually a little bit pickled. They've got peppers, vinegar, sugar, garlic, salt. I'm going to chop those up really fast. basically, this is exactly the same thing as a pimento. I'm just hoping that with it having these other flavors and it being roasted or fire roasted, that it's going to have a little bit different kick to it. Okay, I just have that finely chopped up there. That's pretty tasty. Add that in. Lastly, I'm going to add some of these diced green chilies. A heaped up tablespoon of those. About equal parts of the red peppers or your pimentos, whichever you want to use, and that. I'm going to take this over to my stand and I'm going to whip it up, and we're going to give a little taste test and see what we need to adjust. Okay, you can see it's not white. It does have white cheese, but those peppers turned it a little bit peachy colored. Well, let's get a taste of it. Ooh, that's really good. I didn't even put the cayenne pepper in it, but that scorpion pepper made it plenty spicy for me. You can see there's not a lot of chunks of pimento in there, which makes me happy. If you, at this point, want more salt, more pepper, whatever, add it, beat it up a little bit more. The texture is exactly how I want it. It's almost cheese ball-y, which I love. If you're wanting it to be spreadable, put you just a little bit more mayonnaise in there. Good luck, y'all.